That was a loud one. All right, everybody, check into the stream. Check into the stream. Got a live feed up with live audio in Poonch, Indian-administered Kashmir, as India launched attacks on Pakistan. Give you guys all the updates. Welcome back. Been away for a couple weeks with the regular news updates. We're going to be diving into this one. Big breaking news coming in for you guys here. I'll make sure everything is up. Everything is live. What up? What up, Big Eat? Everybody check in. Plus, you guys can hear the noise in the background. Hello, hello. Everybody check in. We're watching Poonch, which is Indian-administered Kashmir live stream. Local time is 3:47 in the morning. Going live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I think everything should be up now. All right, check 1 2. Thank you, Barry. Jacksonville, Florida. Good to have you. I got the details for you guys. Give me a second. The pre-breaking news safety meeting. Getting back into it. So, what we're reacting to today with the breaking news of India attacking Pakistan. This is called Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor, targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir, which we're looking at right now, and you can hear it and see it. It's a loud one. You've been hearing them left and right. India asserts these locations were used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. It's been back and forth. This has been a conflict that's been happening. I haven't reported on it at all. Kind of talked about it. We did some India research like a few months ago, but absolutely have not really been reporting on it at all. So it's not like this is just out of nowhere. Okay, it's not like this just started happening. Pakistan denies the claims, stating the strikes hit civilian areas, resulting in casualties, including a child. You got a lot going on with it, guys. Pakistan vowed forceful retaliation, claiming to have downed 2 Indian Rafale jets and initiating counterattacks. There's some reports that indicate 12 consecutive nights of ceasefire violations along the line of control, with both sides exchanging fire at each other, both India and Pakistan. Other things to note here. India has closed its airspace to Pakistani aircraft, and both nations have expelled diplomats. They've suspended visas and have also halted trade between the two countries. There's also a water dispute. Just catching you guys up on everything between this and why are they attacking each other? What is happening? Why is this happening? India suspended the Indus Water Treaty, leading to concerns in Pakistan over potential water shortages. Pakistan warned that any actions affecting water resources would be considered an act of war. The escalation raised fears of a broader conflict between 2 nuclear-armed nations. That is important to note. Both India and Pakistan have nukes. This is live. Yes, it is. The time don't match up. It's, what do you mean? This is in Kashmir. The situation remains volatile with both nations on high alert. The international community continues to monitor developments closely, emphasizing the importance of dialogue and de-escalation to prevent further conflict. All right. That is some of the details back and forth. Do I have a stream that's playing older? This is the one I found that others have. If you guys have another link to another stream, but this is the one that I'm seeing other channels have. It's very hard to find good India streams. Like they're all skibbity. They're all kind of spammy. So it's very tough. Kashmir and Jammu should never have been Indian administered. So I'm absolutely ignorant on back and forth between the two conflicts. I'm just going to tell you guys what's happening here today. Thank you, William G. Atheist. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Go to the Discord if you guys have a better, if there's a feed that's, I'm seeing this feed others are using, but if there's another one that I should be using instead. I tried looking for Reuters or AP. Yeah, I'm using the same as others. Am I invisible again? Thank you. No, you're not invisible. No one's invisible. Obviously, the situation here remains volatile. Both nations are on high alert. International community continues to monitor developments closely, as we all are. You can hear the small arms fire in the background, too. Your stream is fine to me. Cool. Are they at war? Yes. Yes, they are. Goodness. I do have audio for you guys too here. If it is off though, I absolutely will fix the live stream. This is all happening regardless. I'm trying to get you guys visuals as much as possible. I appreciate that, MOB. So again, guys, just to go over some of the recents here, more and more people are tuning in, so I'm going to continue to repeat myself. This is called Operation Sindoor, which is targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India asserts these locations were used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. Pakistan denies the claim, stating the strikes hit civilian areas, resulting in casualties, including a child. Of course, Mika, of course. So I'm just going to read some comments too, back and forth, you guys, as you guys are checking in here. Welcome to Mercado Media for the evening. Hey, good to see you, Helen. Richard says Kashmir region has been fought over many times in the gems. Gem mining dried up and truce was made, not a treaty. Now with the need for rare earth minerals, India looks I think that's, I mean, I'm concerned that we're going in a direction of war for resources, for rare earth. What you guys are hearing from Trump and what I feel is, you know, taking all of Ukraine's rare earth minerals, it's for this. And we did it obviously without going to war with Ukraine over their rare earths, and we screwed them. But that is the conflicts that I'm seeing continue to rise. And again, this is between 2 nuclear countries, okay? Pakistan and India both have nukes. They both have serious militaries. Okay. Obviously, Western forces are better. I mean, India is very well equipped. And so is Pakistan. All right. So this is not going to be, this isn't just a small time conflict that we're going to be seeing here. It's been going back and forth. Trying to look any further updates coming in to you guys. So I'll give you all the latest. You can hear the small arms fire in the background. You can see it in the background. India and Pakistan independence was at the same moment. We're just reading some comments. I am going to be completely honest, guys. I have no idea. All right. I'm just giving you guys the facts of what's happening right now. I don't know the context of the Pakistan-India conflict. Obviously, I will be. Obviously, now I will, because I'm gonna figure it out. But right now, I only know what's happening in front of us, and I do know, and also just some contextual conflict between the two countries that we've been seeing just in the geopolitics of the news coverage throughout the last few years. So I'm not like ignorant to it completely, but there's no way I'd be able to give you guys the background of this whole thing right now. At least for now. Stick with the coverage though, and we'll go through it together, while reacting to the live feed, because this is a live feed of what's happening. You guys can hear the artillery coming in. You got some of the hits in the background. You can see that. And also, I'll be happy to read your guys' comments as well in the chat. I also engage with the chat completely during the stream. Thanks to the British partition of the region after World War II, they were forced into two regions, one for Muslims and one for Hindus. The gosh darn post-World War II British, huh? Another one, Gas Fritter. Another one. This one's been brewing, though. If you've been paying attention to geopolitics, I'm sorry I had to step away for a couple... There it is, the last couple weeks, because it's just a lot mentally navigating all this. But I'm here. So right now you guys are hearing and listening to the attacks in the background and also seeing them. But I'll also try to give you the latest news reporting here. Give me a second. Try to give you, let's see what the latest is. UN Secretary General called for restraint. Guys, have you tried peace? Let me pull this up here. So UN Secretary General wants to know if they've considered peace. He's very concerned. All right, the UN is very concerned, guys. I absolutely have a bias against the UN. I'm just telling you that right now. So I will be spicy about them. All right, I will be. The UN chief has called for maximum military restraint. Yep, that works. That's working, definitely. The world cannot afford a military confrontation between India and Pakistan. Well, guess what? The world's getting one. We're getting it. Antonio Gutierrez. We're hearing thoughts and prayers right now in the background, guys. Actually, my bad. All right, reports continue to come in of exchanges between fire. We're hearing it. Yep. We're hearing it. We got it. Definitely conflict happening. Indian police have reportedly claimed that two women have been injured in the shelling, which you can hear that just happened. According to the Reuters news agency, the same source reports intense shelling at 3 places across the line of control. God dang, good thing I have a limiter on, but I don't have one for myself. Bro, fuck. That is loud. That's some hits, man. Pakistan says it's in the process of retaliating against India. So, you know, we're hearing hits, and those are coming in. I'm gonna pull up a map here. I absolutely am not gonna even pretend. Let's get this locked in. I don't know the geography of the region at all, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay, they're in the mountains. Right on. So, okay. Jammu and Kashmir, right up against the mountains, just to the east of Islamabad. And if you're like, I have no idea where that is either. Okay, let's pull it up. Okay, so here's India. We're up here in the mountains. All right, that's what Poonch Poonch area looks like, Sunset Peak, which you can kind of see in the feed. It goes, there's like a big giant mountain hill. I wonder if we can figure out where that is. We're looking at some type of a, was that a monument? Or no, that's like a radio tower. If someone could figure out the coordinates of this feed, that would be awesome. We have lots of skill with this now at this point. Poonch Live. Wait, is this it? Is this where they're at? Oh, there's no street view. I think this is where, I think the Poonch Live is where the camera feed is, where we're looking at. That looks like, there it is. That has to be the thing we're looking at. And we're looking up the hill, obviously. All this is taking place up in the hills that we're seeing here. I think that's that could be the structure we're looking at. But there's no street cameras other than in some alleyways though here, so I can't verify. Definitely conflict happening. No doubt about it. All right, so this came in at about an hour ago, but Pakistan responding forcefully to act of war by India, says the Prime Minister. Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif said India has carried out cowardly attacks on 5 locations in Pakistan-administered territory. In a statement posted to X, Sharif said Pakistan has every right to respond forcefully to this act of war imposed by India, and a forceful response is being given. He said the entire nation stands with Pakistan Armed Forces on how to deal with the enemy. Hey, Satori, appreciate the support there on the Mercado Media YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It looks like Facebook's brought my stars back to my Facebook page as well. Took that away for like 3 years. Thanks, Facebook. Thank you also for the support over on Twitch. So all this is happening like within the last hour or so, guys. We just went live like 20 minutes ago, so you haven't missed a whole lot, and it's happening right now. So just to catch you guys up, if you just did start tuning in, this has been a back and forth between India and Pakistan, not just today. Okay, they've had back and forth between the two. I'm not going to pretend like I know all the details about it. I would recommend you go watch Preston Stewart YouTube channel. He does a really good job of breaking down the day-to-day geopolitical conflicts that are taking place. So shout out to Preston Stewart, and he'll get you up to date on like what's happening in the geopolitical conflicts. It's pretty loud, huh? That's happening. Well, we'll be tuning in here. So today, right now, literally as we speak, Operation Sindoor, according to India, is targeting 9 sites within Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India asserts the locations were used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. Pakistan denied these claims, stating the strikes hit civilian areas, resulting in casualties, including a child. As I've said, Pakistan vowed forceful retaliation, claiming to have downed 2 Indian Rafale jets. I'm probably saying that wrong, so correct me if I am. And initiating counterattacks. Reports indicate 12 consecutive nights of ceasefire violations along the line of control, with both sides exchanging fire between each other. India has closed its airspace to Pakistani aircraft, and both nations have expelled diplomats and are at war. And that's where we're at. Okay. That's where we're at, guys. Give you guys more updates as we come in. Sad news today. Sad news, but the weather's nice, so it's like, at least in my home state of Minnesota. I'm streaming from Minnesota. Put in the comments so you guys are tuned in from, if you could. Let me know where you're all watching from. Share the stream out. Subscribe to the channel. This isn't... I mean, they're fighting back and forth. It's going to escalate from here. I don't see it de-escalating right now. Checking in from Arizona, USA. Charleston. Oregon City, good to have you. St. Louis, Philly, BC, Canada. BC, Canada, good to have you. Also just researching some stuff in the background, guys, while we're breaking. But this is a live feed, so I love when we have those because then it gives me time to research in the background a little bit. And that's what I'm doing. Breaking news up will come in. If you guys have anything too for me, I'll read it off in chat. What up, Winnipeg, Manitoba? We got Winnipeg, Manitoba is tuned in. Thunder Bay, Gulf Shores, Alaska, Alabama. Although Australia, New York, good to have you. Have I seen the new GTA 6 trailer? Yeah, I also put a trailer reaction out on my gaming channel. Nobody's seen it yet, though. Nobody watched it. You all been watching this. Okay, why am I not? Okay, let me fix this really quick. Why am I not on the right channel? Oops, sorry about that. That won't happen again. I don't even have ads on my channel. I tried. Sorry about that. That's well, I don't know why I'm saying sorry, but it should be pretty loud. I can turn it down if it's too loud. But that's the attacks. That's the hits back and forth. North Germany, Blaine, Minnesota. Good to have you, Blaine. I'm streaming from Blaine. Let me know if that's too loud or not too loud. Okay, guys, this is in Poonch, Indian-administered Kashmir is where we're looking at on the map. Let me zoom out. Okay. Okay. There's... Got a call to prayer going on in the background. It's like, boy. You had to listen to that every morning on base in the Middle East. It'd wake you up if you weren't already awake. You should be awake though already. Okay, again, this is where we're looking at just to give you a direction. Okay, we're looking this way. That's the view we got on the live feed. We're looking up into the mountains from here. There's no street cameras or anything I can look at, but we got this. About that time. It's pretty loud though. I'm gonna turn that down. Okay, good. They fixed their audio. Sorry. If you're a veteran, this is all just coming back to you, isn't it? gonna say it sounded like the attack stopped, but I might have heard some hits in the background. You're damn right you got early morning prayers, okay? Wake your ass up. Just being in bed. In the bunk, like, shut up. They'd have this, and then when you go to Kuwait, they'd play some silly song afterwards too. I can't remember what it was. There's always a Patton song on the loudspeakers, like, bruh. Well, it sounds like the big hit stopped, so they should just do this for like, and then it'll stop the war, right? Guys, thoughts and prayers worked. Good. Finally, a successful thoughts and prayers. The fighting will continue, and this is done. Tarina, thank you for joining the channel. Thank you, Cats. Thank you for becoming a member as well. Don't worry, the explosions can resume. They're just like I said. Yep, right on cue. Right on cue. Anyways, back to this. What was happening? No, they got still some more prayer happening on the other side. Again, guys, if you're just joining us, we're listening. It's called a prayer right now. But India launched Operation Sindoor, targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India searched these locations were used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. Pakistan denies these claims, stating the strikes hit civilian areas, resulting in casualties, including a child. Okay, there's been military and diplomatic fallout. Pakistan's response: Pakistan vowed forceful retaliation, claiming to have downed 2 Indian Rafale jets and initiating counterattacks. There's some ceasefire violations. Reports indicate 12 consecutive nights of ceasefire violations along the line of control, with both sides exchanging fire. Airspace and diplomatic measures. India has closed its airspace to Pakistani aircraft, and both nations have expelled diplomats, suspended visas, and have halted trade. There's been water disputes. India has suspended the Indus Water Treaty, leading to concerns in Pakistan over potential water shortages. Pakistan has warned that any actions affecting water resources would be considered an act of war. Regional and global concerns. The escalation has raised fears of a broader conflict between the 2 nuclear-armed nations. Again, they both have nukes. That's the serious situation of it, right? Is 2 nuclear nations fighting. International leaders, including Trump, have urged restraint and called for peace. It's all worked. That call to prayer we just listened to is more successful in halting the attacks. It's safe to go out and walk too. You see the lights come on, see people out walking. That's crazy. Imagine that. You got to use this time to get to safety, get your stuff, and then when the prayer ends, it's over with. That's when you knew veterans, my Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, especially Iraq veterans, when you'd hear the prayer, you knew that was you knew some shit was gonna happen, and you had to get ready, but you had that time to prepare while the prayer was going. When the prayer ends, though, it's you got to be ready. Hello from England. What up, Becca? Hello. Sorry, you haven't been around lately. All good. I haven't been streaming that much lately. I've been dialing back. looking after some of the mental health stuff, just streaming video games on my gaming channel, and softball started, and that felt really good to get back outside and touch grass again. I'm just morally defeated with Ukraine. Oh, not morally, mentally right now. Going through it. And now we got another war between two nuclear powers. I'm just wondering, you know, like just to say, right. So we have India and Pakistan at war now. You know, well, is this Trump's fault? Good, thank you, Juan. Yeah, Russia invaded Ukraine full scale, and we heard nothing about. You know, Russia was responsible for the war. It was Biden. Brandon did it. Biden's wars. Is this a Trump war then? If we're playing it fair, right? Blue Blunder Boy says this is Trump's war. Never would have happened if Kamala would have been elected. That's the mindset I've seen, right? That's the mindset I've seen. I'm just asking questions. Answer how you wish. I'm just asking. I'm not gonna get involved in this one like I did with Ukraine and dedicate my body and my time and my life, right? Which I still will. But I dedicated a lot to that conflict. I really care about Ukraine. Are we in a fair playing field with that? Or not? Or was blaming Biden just really dumb and that shouldn't have happened? Because blaming Trump is very stupid, isn't it? That would be very stupid, actually dumb. But I'm just asking questions. Yeah, we've been hearing it back and forth. The prayer ended, so it's back on, just like I said. You just found out? All good. We're here with you. You can find out at any time. I'll be rereading a lot of the stuff that I have, as well as some of the newer updates that are coming in. Might change your mind when you taste the quality of the 420 in Kashmir. I'm sure. All of the best greenery is all in that area. Yes, both have nukes. Yes, both are nuclear powers. Miss you too, Helen. You think Pakistan might be cooked? I don't have a dog and I have no idea. I'm gonna be so serious. I have no idea who would win here. Maybe India? I'd probably like India upper hand. That would probably be a good video for Preston Stewart. I'll give him an alley-oop. I don't know. Shout out to Preston. What military do you like? A military comparison? I wouldn't know. But whoever does OSINT stuff, I know you guys watch. Do the military comparison so people know like the strengths of each and weaknesses, because India has like modern stuff, but also old. They have old. I think they have old Soviet stuff too. You can see the tracers in the hills. Pakistan has Soviet shit, but they also have some modern stuff too. Yeah, I think India has like all of it. Yeah. I'm very ignorant though. I'm not, don't quote me on that, any of that. What is going on? You guys are watching Operation Sindoor, India attacking Pakistan, and well, back and forth here on the line of control. This is Poonch. Zoom out. There's India. Okay, we're up here, just to the east of Afghanistan, east of Islamabad. Up here in the mountains. There's our angle we're looking at. There's our camera. We're looking into the hills this way, and then again you can see tracers and artillery back and forth. Now they're just playing some music. Yeah, new war just dropped, guys. Yep, we'll be covering it. Hey, take a moment, if you guys could, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And follow on social media to stay updated on the conflict here. Yeah, they're playing some tunes. Hear it? It's pretty quiet. I know the guys you deployed all your military in Afghanistan. I never went to Afghanistan. Do they have a fire map? Oh, let's do it. Yep. NASA firms. Good idea. Good idea. Okay, so, okay. Alright, I gotta chill out. What are we looking at here? Okay. I think that's, we're up in the mountain a little more. Oh, we're north of that. We're north of that. Okay. Yeah, well, I think you're seeing the hits. They're not really they're not really showing up on NASA firms right now. This is the fire map, though. This is the line of control, so these are probably all hits. Yeah, it is getting... Who's been watching this for... Who's been tracking this one? I haven't. Do the time based on NASA firms. Yeah, it's not updated. There's 7 days. There's a lot along the line of control. But it just might not be updated yet. This has just happened in the last few hours. These attacks have kicked off. Okay, so I had some questions. How many troops are deployed by India and Pakistan along the line of control? It's not publicly available information, so it's not publicly disclosed, but what we do have on available information, India maintains significant presence along the line of control, with estimates suggesting around 200,000 troops in the region that we're looking at. Pakistan's military presence along the line of control is also substantial, with estimates indicating approximately 150,000 troops in the area. So India has more, but that's still like 200,000 troops on one side, 150,000 on the other here, just along the line of control. You can hear the hits in the background. I hope that answered one of your guys' questions. Again, there's no like official numbers. That's just approximate numbers. Thank you, Koala Stoner. I appreciate that. I only have a question to you. Is it everyone? Okay. I don't. Who's gonna have the drone dominant? I'm not hearing any drones right now. Just all artillery. These are two nuclear powers now. I know Russia's a nuclear power, but they're like a wish version now, a military nuclear power now. Ukraine's kind of destroyed them. But you're probably, I don't know how much like smaller drones are gonna matter here, unless they have. Let me find out. Let me do a little research on that quick. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, I'm hoping Twitch allows this I have no idea. Twitch usually doesn't allow this, but I'm reporting on it. But yeah, guys, like, you don't, I mean, I'm trying to explain this. Like, India and Pakistan are nuclear powers, okay? They are very well equipped militarily. You know, like, I'm not, all right, so, for example, a lot of the viewers on my channel, we've been supporting Ukraine, okay? Ukraine was a nuclear power at one point. They're not right now. And a lot of their military support has come through, you know, literal grassroots donations and other countries giving equipment to them. That's not going to be required for India or Pakistan. They have it. Like, India has Reaper drones. India has, those are the US has those. They have MQ-9s. They also have the Heron MK2 drones, which are Israeli made, capable of extended flight durations for surveillance over Pakistan and China. I mean, like, I'm sure they're using the Mavics maybe for reconnaissance, but like, this is bigger. Like, Russia is shown that they're a paper tiger. That's Russia's fault, or Russia's problem for invading Ukraine and then showing how weak their military actually is. I mean, they're formidable, right? But against another major power, I don't think they would be, right? That's just my opinion after watching the last few years. Russia has had to rely on drones to fight Ukraine. Like, Russia, it's more on Russia, I think, than Ukraine having to defend themselves, because Ukraine's got to do what they got to do. Whereas Russia, the fact that they have to use FPVs, they're out there on donkeys using old, and they're a nuclear power, and they're using old stuff. That's not going to be the case here with India and Pakistan. Pakistan, again, they do have Soviet era equipment, but they are also have modern military equipment. Like, imagine if Ukraine had Reaper drones. You know, they don't have that. They don't have those. It's going to be hard to, you got to rewire your mind now, because these are two nuclear powers that have formidable militaries. Not that, I mean, again, not saying that Ukraine hasn't, but they just have it already, whereas Ukraine's still like building up their military. Pakistan has Buraq drones. They have Shapar 2 drones. And they also have Chinese Winglong drones. So they got a mixed bag. I think India has the upper hand. I would like to see an actual expert on the two, but just on my loose understanding of military capabilities, I think India would have the upper hand. But Pakistan has nukes, so you can't count them out. It's one of the, I don't know, Pakistan might be on the level of like maybe Russia or a little better, but I don't know. I think India, again, just on my ignorant military veteran brain, I think India would have the upper hand. Now it says Indian Air Force Sukhoi Su-30s. They also have big bisons. Yeah, they do. That's the catch-22, is they're both nuclear powers. So at the end of the day, it's like they can use all of their infantry fighting vehicles and tanks and all that, and India would probably win that. But like, what if Pakistan hits the button, you know? Then what? Then it's like all those, oh yeah, India has more capabilities. They've also, I think, let me check. I think India might have F-35s. I think we had a deal going with them for it. Let me fact check this here. No, they don't. No. Modi came to the US recently for it, but we haven't made the deal yet. Yeah, I think India backed out. Yeah, that's recent news. This was just, I mean, I'm just guessing on backing out part, but we don't have a deal for the F-35s with India. But they were going to get them if that deal would have went through. What just blew up? You're listening to the back and forth between India and Pakistan. That's the fighting in the background. There was some small arms fire in the background too. You can hear it. Also up in the hills, you can see tracers occasionally. But yeah, those are that's the artillery hits coming in. India has Sukhoi and Rafael. Yeah. India, I think India has some. They were trying to get the F-35 though. Try to update their air force because they have Soviet jets. Yeah, it's in the India controlled Pakistan. I don't want to say anything politically incorrect about that, because I know there's, it's a political situation there. I don't know, but it's the Indian controlled Kashmir. This is in Poonch. This is all taking place up in the hills here. We have breaking news, so I'll do some more India-Pakistan conflict research in my downtime. You guys can see the flares in the hills and you'll see some tracers back there too. Senpai says India can hold longer than any country. Now India's second manufacturing hub of the world. Yeah, they're no joke, but the catch-22 is the nukes. Pakistan might have a weaker infrastructure or military capabilities, like I said, in the infantry fighting vehicles or their tanks, their jets. But they have nukes. They could burn through all that, and if they're like, oh well, we have nothing left, nuke. Does this mean I'll be getting less scam calls now? Yeah, it'll be pretty busy, I guess, huh? Yeah. India is a part of BRICS, confirmed. Hello. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're listening and reacting to the back and forth right now. Let me read off some facts for you guys for what's happening. This is Operation Sindoor, as India has deemed it, targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan. If you're a veteran, if this is triggering your PTSD, you can take a break. Trust me. Go take a break. And Pakistan-administered Kashmir, India asserts these locations were used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. Pakistan denies these claims, stating the strikes hit civilian areas, resulting in casualties, including a child. The military and diplomatic fallout between this, I don't know if those are tanks or what that is. That's a tracked vehicle. That sounds like a tracked vehicle. Anyways, Pakistan's response. Pakistan has vowed forceful retaliation, claiming to have downed 2 Indian Rafale jets and initiating counterattacks. Reports indicate 12 consecutive nights of ceasefire violations along the line of control, with both sides exchanging fire, and it's still happening. We can hear it, right? Airspace and diplomatic measures. India has closed its airspace to Pakistani aircraft, and both nations have expelled diplomats, suspended visas, and have halted trade. There's the water dispute to mention. It's important. India has suspended the Indus Waters Treaty, leading to concerns in Pakistan over potential water shortages. Pakistan has warned that any actions affecting water resources would be considered an act of war. You hear the birds chirping and the missiles coming in. It's like old times. Pakistan has warned that any actions affecting water resources would be considered an act of war, as I said. Our regional and global concerns, the escalation has raised fears of a broader conflict between two nuclear-armed nations. International leaders, including U.S. President Donald Trump, have urged restraint and called for peace. And I don't think it worked. I don't think the call for peace worked. I only have PTSD of my ex-girlfriend slamming doors. Yeah, I'd hate that. I can't stand slamming doors. That's a big no-no for me. If I'm talking to someone and they slam doors, I'm out immediately. That's the first one, and you should be out too. That's an absolute red flag. Like it starts with the door. The door is the first thing to take some physical damage, maybe. Oh boy, slamming doors is a no-no. I'm done at that point. So again, guys, here's what we're looking at. Show you guys the geographical location. There's India. Okay, I'll go up here. Line of control. We're in Poonch, and then the area we're looking at in the live feed, where it's like this. Okay, this is the area we're looking at in the feed here, up into the hills. You dated a wall puncher? Nope. I wouldn't even let it get to wall. Oh. I wouldn't even let it get to that point. Also, thank you, Josh, for re-upping on your member on YouTube. I appreciate it. Holy bro, how close was that one? I hope hope this camera crew is okay. Pakistan didn't redeem it. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, that one was close. Yeah, though they're not missiles. It's artillery coming in. It's going back and forth. You can hear it in the distance, and then it's hits coming in. Pavel, so this never would have happened when Donnie would be. Yeah. Yeah, how's he gonna explain this one now? Yeah, India-Pakistan war. That's why people should have never blamed Biden. They should have just blamed Russia like a normal person for doing it. I'm gonna get triggered. Thank you, XAJJ Killers, for the 5 gifteds. Dumbass propaganda blaming Biden for Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, guess what? The shoe's on the other foot, and you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear that dumbass argument, unironically. And you're gonna get mad because you'll be like, "How the fuck is this Trump's fault?" I know. Tell me about it. Why so loud though? I can turn it down. I have a limiter on. I'm sorry. Is it too loud? I can turn it down. I have a limiter on the desktop audio, so it's not like it shouldn't blow your speakers. Is it getting risky on your guys' speakers? Don't turn it down. I just don't want to damage your guys' speakers or your eardrums. It's fine. Okay. Leave it up. Okay. That's the only concern, is the speakers getting blown out. I think I might have done that to somebody a few years ago when Ukraine had live feeds up. Be honest, Mercado, you think this is the next big one? It has the potential to be. Yeah, I mean, it's already happening, right? We'll see how whoever's in charge. So hear me out, right? So Trump promised to end Russia's invasion of you. Well, just the war in Ukraine. Russia invaded Ukraine, but no, that's not what it's called, I guess. So the war in Ukraine, Trump promised to end that in 24 hours. We're nowhere near that. And now you have India and Pakistan literally at war right now. We're listening to it. My confidence in anybody mediating a peace here is absolutely not there. Why would you have a confidence with it? I don't know. Probably gonna have to be China here, honestly, which sucks to say, but it's likely gonna have to be China to mediate a peace. Seeing as India is a BRICS nation, right? Russia is just absolutely, they're just a drunken terrorist mess. While China is like our trading rival, and and political ideologies are different, they're gonna have to be the one to mediate. Sorry, I'm lowering that. They're gonna have to likely be the ones to mediate any type of a ceasefire with India and Pakistan. The U.S. will have zero power with this. Hello, Renegade. Slava Ukraine here. Yeah, those are some bad breaks. China and India have bad blood. I know, but they're trying. Well, just watch. Okay, that's my prediction. I could be wrong, but China's looking to try to, they're already viewed militarily stronger than Russia now. And Trump's tariffs, it just is what it is, but his China tariffs have really pushed people to look at China differently. And China itself is looking to pull out of its economic mess that it's in. So I feel like if you're China, you're looking to you would look to make a move like this. Maybe, I don't know. I just don't see the U.S. at all being able to broker any type of anything here. Like, count the U.S. out, let alone what European country will. Just think about it. Put away what you want to happen and what really will happen. That's what I try to do now. Is this going to be used as an excuse to divert aid to Ukraine? It's not even going to be. I don't even think it's connected to Ukraine, really. Other than the U.S. is we're not. India and Pakistan are nuclear powers. They're not going to need aid, but they need a mediator, or they're going to just fight each other and nukes will fly at each other. I don't think China will want that. So that's why I'm saying, again, I could be wrong. It could be someone else. It could be Brazil. It's going to have to be somebody in BRICS, and it won't be Russia, unless Russia claws out of the absolute pit of misery that they put themselves in, and then tries to do a peace here, but I don't even think that would work. It's a whole lot of nothing. I have nothing really on that. Just guesses, and it's not optimal. We're probably just going to be watching the conflict for a while here, guys. I don't know if there's going to be a resolution to this here. Thank you, Alms, for 29 months. Appreciate it. Oh no. Are we losing the feed? Oh, I hope not. I hope not. Oh, it's still rolling. Just the audio went down. Oh, did they mute? I think they might have muted it while that screeching happened. Oh, well, we can hear ourselves think for a second. Check into the stream, you guys. Okay, this might be going down. Reconnecting feed. Okay, hopefully it reconnects soon. Shout out to the team that's doing this. They hit the camera guy. I hope not. Still rolling. Still got the tape rolling. India and Pakistan, man, they have hated each other ever since they split apart. They fought 10 wars against each other. That'll have to be like a separate stream to go into the back and forth between the two and do some research. Go Wolves. Wolves in 5. Well, I'm going Wolves in 5 on that one. Guys, also, if you could take a moment and like the video, subscribe to the channel for updates on this. Here's what we're waiting for a feed to come back, if that does happen. Here's where we're looking. Well, the feed was up. We were looking east up into the hills in Poonch, along the line of control between India and Pakistan. So that's where we're at here. Up in the hills, up in the mountains. Yeah, I don't know if it's what we're reconnecting. They're getting it back. They are getting it back. Just to catch you guys up on what's happening with this as we look to get a feedback, and we were hearing the artillery, the small arms fire. It's all happening on this feed. India launched Operation Sindoor, targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India asserts these locations were used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. Pakistan denies the claim, stating the strikes hit civilian areas, resulting in casualties, including a child. Pakistan vowed forceful retaliation, claiming to have downed 2 Indian Rafale jets and initiating counterattacks. Reports indicate 12 consecutive nights of ceasefire violations along the line of control, with both sides exchanging fire, which we were just listening to before the feed went down. But it says reconnecting here, so I don't know if they're trying to get it back or not. So they had 12 consecutive nights of ceasefire violations along the line of control. India closed its airspace to Pakistani aircraft in both nations. Okay, we're coming back. I hear it. India has closed its airspace to Pakistani aircraft, and both nations have expelled diplomats, suspending visas, and they've also halted trade. I mentioned a few times now, but I'm going to keep mentioning it again because it's important. The water disputes. India has suspended the Indus Waters Treaty, leading to concerns in Pakistan over potential water shortages. Pakistan warned that any actions affecting water resources would be considered an act of war. So audio's back, but not the feed yet. Gotta wait for the feed to come back up. Don't worry. Thanks for the coverage. Of course, Eris. Of course. I can't go on vacation there. You ruined your summer plans. You're gonna go to vacation in India? My mother's actually traveled to India. Who's gone there? Pakistani army giving an update on GB News. GB News, huh? Pull it up here. See if I can get. Oh, they're not live. Oh, they're live on YouTube. Controversial. Nah, they're doing their own thing. Wonder if they had to. They probably had to. There we go. It's back. I do battery change. You've been to Indiana? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely you know, India. Close. Okay, feed's back up. Sound's back up. What up, Matt and about? Good to see you. There's something up in Moscow too. I don't know. Good day, hello, Renegades. Thank you, Ozzy T. Good to see you. Thank you for 24 months of membership. Feed is back. Would help also, guys, just on the feed on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube and hit the like on the stream. Not for that reason, but just to help get the feed out there so we can get the reporting of what's happening in India and Pakistan. I am completely independent, so I rely on your guys' support. I appreciate that. So, if you guys just started tuning in, there it is. This is live. Yeah, the feed's back up. Camera feed is back. They likely had to switch batteries. And you're going to see daytime here soon. Yeah, this is live, Perry. We've been covering it for the last hour-ish or so. You can go back and just verify, yep, this is live. A Pakistani jet has been shot down as well. Wow. Yeah. A Pakistani jet has been. Let me look that up quick. I know about the 2 Indian Rafale jets. Try to pull that up really quick here. Pakistan claims a third Indian aircraft and drone were shot down. This just came in. We're listening to the loud explosions. India strikes Pakistan. India on early Wednesday said it launched a military operation as we're listening to down planes. 3 Indian Air Force planes and a drone were shot down in locations within Indian territory, Pakistani sources said. Again, guys, it's all going to be breaking and developing as we go. The blast was also heard in the city of Srinagar, in Indian-administered Kashmir. We're listening to the strikes ourselves, though. Is the CCTV we're watching in India or Pakistan? It's along the line of control. It sounds like it's going to be I don't want to say anything politically incorrect, but it's in Poonch, which is Indian administered. So it sounds like it was Pakistani territory, and India is the administrators of it. I don't know. I'll do some India-Pakistan research in the background. I don't want to make anyone mad, but it's what it's referred to as the Indian-administered Kashmir. We're looking this way. All right, here's the full map. Okay, there's our map. There's India. We're up here. Okay, we're up here with it. Right there. And Poonch. I don't have any street cams of what's happening, but we already, what I believe is we've geolocated it. And it's looking like we're about here, and we're looking into the hills eastwardly. So we're looking like this here. This is about the angle the camera's at. Looking in these directions. We're going like left and right. Daytime's coming too. It's 4:54 a.m. You are Indian, and I would like to share some insights and a short history with. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Monox. I'm just looking up some stuff in the background here. Go ahead. Discord server link is in the description. Hell of a way for that neighborhood to wake up. Yeah, it's been happening. Well, we've been live for an hour, but I'd say this has been happening for the last 2 to 3 hours. I just finished doing my Grand Theft Auto 6 react. Ironically, more video game stuff. I didn't do a stream, but I did do a reaction video to the trailer. Looks like a good game. And then India attacks Pakistan. I'm like, oh well, let's go do the Mercado Media stream. Here we are. So waiting for some further updates to you guys. I read off some, but I'll give another one here in a few minutes on what's going on here. We got a live feed though. This is in Poonch. Check out the flight radar. There's a path between Ukraine and Pakistan. Worrying about nukes is pointless. They're not effective enough at a tactical level to make up for the strategic loss of deploying them. They're just big bombs, not mad. They're a deterrent though. They're still a deterrent at the end of the day. That's why no one would. I mean, the attacks on Western countries come through the form of like internet attacks or cyber attacks or waves at borders or proxy shit, because they would not want to mess with the nuclear triad of just the United States alone, let alone other major Western countries. But yeah, it's just at the end of the day, it's not something you want to risk. Matt Miller says political situation in Pakistan has been in turmoil for a while, locking up their former prime minister and bombing their own territory over the past few years. So they've been doing false flags, like false flag bombings, and then blaming India, or has it been back? I gotta decide. I gotta do it in my private time, guys. Listen, this is what I'll do. Obviously, we'll be covering this every day, so even tomorrow. Right now, we have breaking news with this, but tomorrow we can do some more review. But I'm gonna smoke a fat J later, and then watch documentaries, and then also read a lot on the Pakistan-India. I've seen the viral video of like the children in Pakistan or whatever, and they're like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And they're like, "I want to bomb India or whatever." The future of India is no more. It's crazy. That's like that's the only thing I've seen of it, other than the geopolitical news that we've had here and there when I've covered Russia's invasion of Ukraine. How many new wars on average in between GTA releases? Oof. Yeah, I just think right now we have breaking stuff coming in, and we can hear the artillery and the small arms fire. Right now there's been kind of a pause, but we've been hearing it all night. What are you doing, Jose? Just doing some research in the background. This is a live feed we have of Poonch. We've had a pause in some of the artillery coming in, but it'll happen. Thank you, Jenna Shea Mason, for the 99 stars. My goodness, thank you so much. Doug for the 50. Lacey with a 500 stars. Appreciate that. I don't know. Facebook just gave me all that stuff back. All right, so we got 6:30 p.m. my time. 6:30 p.m. here on May 6th. Give you guys just a breakdown if you just started tuning in on what the hell is happening. India launched Operation Sindoor, which we've been hearing and watching on this feed, conducting missile strikes on 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir, targeting what it described as terrorist infrastructure linked to the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 civilians. The strikes targeted areas in Musa, Farabad, Kotli, and Bahawalpur. No, I said that wrong. Bahalpur. India stated that no Pakistani military facilities were targeted, emphasizing the operation's focus on non-military objectives. India reported the elimination of 17 militants and injuries to 60 others during the operation. Pakistan condemned the strikes as unprovoked act of war, reporting 3 civilian deaths, including a child, and 12 injuries. The Pakistani military claimed to have shot down 2 Indian fighter jets and a drone in retaliation. Pakistan's prime minister labeled the attacks as cowardly and vowed to respond at a time and place of its choosing. As I've pulled up, Antonio Gutierrez called for maximum restraint. Trump expressed concern, called the situation a shame. And that's where we're at with it. People are calling for peace. Oh, there you go. There it is. I'm guessing now we need a Pakistan-Iran channel. Where are you guys posting about this in Discord right now? In the news section or what? What's the noise? Yep. Back and forth artillery. There's been small arms. It's becoming daytime, so we were able to see some of the tracers up in the hills. Come on, Merc, stop the wars, buddy. It's not my responsibility. Nope. I've learned in advocacy, you can only do, you know, hey, it's not your responsibility to change it, to change it all. You're only going to change much. You only change what you can control. Really, just what's around you. So we do have a live feed back up, you guys. This is in Poonch. You can hear it back and forth. Indian-administered Kashmir. This is what chat wants me to do. Hey, chat wants me to do this to stop wars. I'll stop. That'll work. I'll try that one. We'll do that one next. Gone to Congress. I've gone to the front lines. I've ranted and raved and screamed, and I'll try that one. That one will work. That's the solution. Oh, now where are we going? I don't know what's gonna happen here. So wait for the feed to continue in the background. They just switched the battery. Probably have to check in to make sure he's staying safe out there. Everybody check into the stream, though. Let me get a plus plus from everyone just to catch you up on what's happening. This is Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor, as it's called today. Scroll up. We're targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and the Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India searched the locations used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. Pakistan denies these claims, stating that strikes that hit civilian areas, resulting in casualties, including a child. Pakistan vowed forceful retaliation, claiming to have downed 3 Indian jets in initiating counterattacks, as it's been reported. Go around the horn here and see what else we got coming in while we're waiting for the... It's coming back. That's a good sign about this, is that it is coming back. See what the oh, there it is. Oh, well, we don't need to go to the BBC. It's back now. Feed's back up. Never fear. That's the direction we're looking at from Poonch. Let's see what we got here. We got 14 new updates. Security personnel cordon off a street. We were seeing some of the people moving when the call to prayer was happening. Act of war. The cunning enemy. Oh, who's this again? This is the Prime Minister of Pakistan. I have to follow him now. The cunning enemy has carried out cowardly attacks on 5 locations in Pakistan. Pakistan has every right to respond forcefully to this act of war imposed by India, and a forceful response is being given. The entire nation stands with the Pakistani armed forces, and the morale and spirit of the entire Pakistani nation are high. The Pakistani nation and the Pakistani armed forces know how to deal with the enemy. We will never allow the enemy to succeed in their nefarious goals. That's what he had to say.
When I'm asking if somebody also follows this, I follow it. Quite possible.
Yeah, same angle. Someone in Discord sent the feed in. Guys, this is a live feed right now. It's getting lighter up in Poonch to be able to see easier. It's nighttime here in Minnesota. I'm streaming from Minnesota. Where you guys all watching from? Put in the comments. This is live breaking. We've been hearing the back and forth. Artillery's been coming in and out. We saw small arms fire. We heard a pause. It sounds like there's another prayer happening in the distance. Could be why we're not hearing artillery. It looks beautiful. It looks like giant mountains. You know what we need? We need Google Earth. Okay, so here's Poonch right here. Have it on. Put it on. Put 3D on. Thank you. Yeah. Big mountains. That's what we're looking up. That's what we're looking at, though. That's what you're seeing in the background. Hooch Stadium. Let me see the angle that we're looking at. Do I have a? Is there a compass on here? Where'd it go now? Now I gotta find it again. There it is. Yeah, I had it right. That's about the direction we're looking. Yeah, we're looking over here. Messing around on Google Earth. Poonch is just east of Islamabad on the map, if you're looking for it. You're like, I can't find it. You go find Islamabad, it's just to the east. Not that far. But a lot of mountains, you hear the birds. Birds chirping. Whole lot of artillery. It is good to see everybody back again. I took a couple weeks off daily streaming, and I'm still probably going to stick with that. Tomorrow, I'm likely going to cover the new Pope election or whatever, the conclave, as well as further updates with Pakistan and India here. You think Pakistan would know better than to back terrorism, not when they're dependent on India for water and other resources? Doesn't make sense. Now, why would you do that? Who are you gonna bet on, Polymark? I have no idea. I don't bet. I play fantasy football. That's the only bets I make. Got let out quick, didn't it? Good to see you back as well. You need a break from this shit yet? Needed it. I'll give an update. If you're just tuning in, this is we're watching a live feed in Poonch. We kind of had a break in the artillery, really, in the last 25 minutes, but we were hearing a lot of it. India launched Operation Sindoor, targeting 9 sites in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India asserts these locations were used to coordinate terrorist activities, specifically referencing the April 22nd Pahalgam attack that killed 26 Indian civilians. We're going back and forth. Oh, I do hear a prayer in the background. That's likely why we're not hearing anything. I do hear it. Now the number Pakistan military says 5 locations were targeted. India says 9. Here's some video from some of the hits we were hearing over the past couple hours. It's daytime now, but we were just watching it when it was dark.
Many Indian soldiers also taken. Most advanced.
I don't have any. There's just nothing further coming out yet right now, guys. I'm looking. Got morning here in Poonch, you guys, in Indian-controlled Kashmir. Just doing some research in the background. I'm not seeing any further updates coming in right now. Checking some of my various means of gathering information, and I'm just not seeing further. I think we had all of it right there. Caught it as it was happening. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything new coming in. Both sides are regrouping, or just the prayer too, like calling them down early. The chair is just taking it all in, isn't it? We're just turning in, you guys. India attacks Poonch, which is controlled or administered in Kashmir. Operation Sindoor, targeting 9 sites. Pakistan says it was 5. India says it was 9. Targeting locations that are, quote, coordinating terrorist activities. With the back and forth of it. I don't know if they're taking their... Oh, you can see some smoke rising there.
Your guys are the newer one?
ये वाली लाइटर है तो उसको पहनने के बाद में आपको क्वालिटी एक्स्ट्रा मिलता है जोक सपाट ओए सुन इस समय ना यहाँ पर कोई ना कोई बेकरी खुली होगी सुबह सुबह इधर में कोई ना कोई लोकल बेकरी खुली होगी तो ग्रोसरी स्टोर से मिलेगा कि बेकरी से 2-4 चीज़ उठा लेगा बेकरी जो भी मिलेगा अरे मैं मान रहा हूँ मैं इस समय खुल गया होगा मेरा
Hey, Rick, you gaming tonight? Yep, I will be. I'm looking for updates on this right now, though. But I will be. I might not have any more for you guys at this moment for breaking information, other than what I've repeated myself and the morning camera of Poonch here. All right, guys. I think I just researched and went around the horn. I don't have anything further for you guys at this time. So I'll have further in the future on this. I'm going to do some research in my own time in the background between Pakistan and India, so I can get more information to you guys. So I'm not so ignorant on it. We have likely this tomorrow, so or later or whenever. If there's more, I'll go live. So subscribe to the channel for further. The Pope thing tomorrow. The conclave is tomorrow. Protests are coming, you guys, on Mercado Media, so tons are happening. I want to return to the daily news updates at some point, but right now I'm just really kind of taking it easy and doing what we're best at here on the channel instead of trying to do everything. All right, I just got to do what I'm good at. So thank you again for watching. Join the Discord server for more. I'm going to be live after this on my gaming channel playing Arma Reforager. So I hope you guys come and check that out. We're in an awesome milsim community with a lot of veterans. And I want to continue doing that. So come on over to the YouTube channel, Mercado Gaming, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.
Bye.